So it's mid-morning. I'm down here in Tennessee. Turkey season is getting ready to kick off in, 3 days? I've done a little scouting on a different area, but you never want to stop scouting. Every chance you get out here and scout for turkeys. I got in here this morning, and this is a new spot I wanted to look at. And I came back in here, never been back in here before, and started hiking down the trail. Found, of course, I had to find a parking pull-off. That's another thing I'm looking for, is just places where I can park back here in the woods and pull off the road safely. But I got back in here and I started walking. I found a little greenway, a little forested opening, and I spotted that on Google Maps, so I wanted to come check it out. I was walking up along there and I saw this relatively flat area running up into the steeper area with a creek coming through it, and there's some swampy area. Now, I know birds like to roost over water, so making a mental note of this spot. I'm not finding a lot of scratch or a lot of droppings. I did find a little fresh scratch. Most of it looks like it's from last year, but I'm definitely thinking get up on one of these hills in the morning and listen. I'm going to have to do it quick because there's only a couple days till the season opens, and I'm kind of out of my element down here. I don't know my way around, and I haven't really located many birds. That other spot I checked out in the scouting video I did a couple weeks ago had a lot of fresh scratch, so I may end up there, but I don't know what the pressure's like down here on these public lands. I don't know if it's going to be overrun or if it's minimal, so I want a couple other spots scouted out in case I get there and there's 5 trucks parked at the gate in the morning. But why don't you join me? I'm going to get out here in the woods. Season opens in 2 days, and I'm going to see if I can't get my first Tennessee turkey. Well, it's almost sunrise on opening morning. I haven't heard a thing. I got in here on this ridge up above where I'd found that turkey sign, and it's been quiet. I don't really want to make a big racket, a bunch of locator calls and, hand calls. I did a couple tree helps as it got light. Nothing responded, but I don't know what kind of pressure this area gets. There could be a bunch of guys back in here. Never been on this piece of property before, so I want to keep it low key. If I don't hear a bird here in a little while, I may just do a slow hike, get down on the fire road, walk around, do a little more scouting, kind of get a feel for the area. I don't want to mess anybody up, but I'd still like to find a bird, and sometimes just walking quietly early morning, you'll move far enough that you put yourself within hearing range of a bird that you couldn't hear before. So until I get a feel for the kind of pressure this area gets, I'm going to keep it low key back in here this morning. Ain't that just my luck, you know? I got in here this morning, I thought I heard a bird gobble. Sounded like he was over in the next county, so I started walking. I got a mile and a half back in here and gave a little yelp and got a bird to answer me. So I set up and gave a few calls, and they were working their way up the hill on me. About 5 minutes later, here comes day hiker with just 2 walking sticks, bebopping on down the trail, walk right by me, say good morning, walk right on through the birds. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. On the bright side, I did locate a couple birds back in here, and it gives me an option. The other thing is, I didn't hear any shooting this morning at all. So either there's not a lot of pressure back in here, or the birds just weren't working this morning. They weren't talking. So I feel fortunate that I got to hear a couple anyway. That's just my luck.